always get so excited when I get to share a nutrition tips video with you guys. And I think you're going to love some of the tips in today's video because they're going to help you level up your healthy eating, give you more energy, and help improve your clarity throughout the day. I also wanted to say thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, and I'll chat more about them at the end. But first, I want to start with a delicious snack option which tastes like candy, but it's not going to give you that sugar hangover. Have you ever tried drying your own fruit at home? My personal favorite is applesauce strawberries. You can add it to oatmeal, salads, energy balls, and yogurt. Dried fruit is delicious, can be a really healthy addition to your diet. One piece of dried fruit contains about the same amount of nutrients as the fresh fruit, but it's condensed into a smaller package. If you were to compare gram for gram, dried fruit actually contains 3 times as much fiber, more vitamins and minerals than fresh. And to be mindful of the sugar intake, all you have to do is just be careful of your portion size. 1 serving of dried fruit is about 1/4 cup. I love having these for something sweet after dinner, and because of the high fiber content, it's not going to override your body's natural hunger and satiety cues. So you'll know when you're feeling full and you've had enough. Do you want one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Can't grab them. Oh.
I think we all know now that increasing our vegetable intake is one of the easiest ways to make sure we're getting a good amount of vitamins, minerals, and fiber into our diet. But what if you get bored of the taste or you just don't enjoy them that much? A diet which has a lot of fruit and veg can help lower your blood pressure, can help reduce digestive problems, and have a positive effect on your blood sugar levels. And having this means it can help keep our appetite in check too. And this is why we are going to be sneaking some veg into our smoothies. Chop and freeze some zucchini to pull out whenever you're making a smoothie, and trust me, you won't even taste it if you use about 1/2 cup worth. The zucchini will add a creamy, rich texture to your smoothie, and because you've frozen it, you won't need to add ice. Plus, that means no watery smoothie. Adding a large handful of spinach into your smoothie will provide a generous amount of fiber, folate, calcium, and vitamins A, C, and K. Dietary fiber can be classified into 2 basic types. So we have insoluble fiber and we have soluble fiber. So if you think of it this way, like soluble fiber is partly digested, and that's what's going to help keep you full and satiated after your meals. Insoluble fiber, not digestible, but it's actually going to be great for keeping your gut health in check. Another one that you can sneak past the taste test is cannellini beans, also called white kidney beans. The next tip is for saving time. You know those days when you've been super busy and then by the time you finish work, you're tired and you just want to melt into your couch and have your food brought to you? Well, what we're going to start doing is cooking once and eating twice, or 3 times. Each time you cook a portion of a meal, cook enough for an extra serving so that you can have it the next day. For example, you could cook up a large batch of rice or quinoa, or roast a tray or 2 of vegetables and keep them stored in the fridge. This will help to start create a stockpile of ingredients in your fridge that you can just reach for whenever you've been busy, and it will help you create more balanced meals with less effort. Now, I'm all for making wholesome recipes whenever you can, which is why I actually put together my low sugar sweet treats ebook, which is just dessert recipes. And they're really easy options that you can whip up, because I think nutrition isn't just about feeling physically better, but I think it's about having that better relationship with food also. Learn some single portion desserts that you can use, like mug cakes. There's one that I really love to put together, and this is actually in my sweet treats ebook. So the basic ingredients are some wholemeal flour, some unsweetened applesauce. It still has the sweetness of the apples, but it doesn't have any added sugar. Some baking powder, baking soda, salt, erythritol, almond milk, vanilla extract, and some sugar-free chocolate chips. By learning a few single portion desserts, you can have smart-sized treats without feeling like you're wasting food or just having it sitting in the fridge. This is particularly useful if you're still trying to get used to a pattern of eating well and you're trying to tune into your body's natural hunger and satiety cues. This recipe only has 199 calories. If you have some fruit that you're not going to use when it hits its peak ripeness, give this next one a try. Chop your fruits and freeze them into your ice cube trays. This will add a great little treat into your waters, and it will enhance the flavor. And keep it with you at your desk or around the house to prompt you to drink more, which will help keep you hydrated. I love making little combinations like this, especially if it's a really warm day. And you can also mix it up by using some sparkling water or some soda water, especially if you just want that little bit of carbonation. Okay, I was about to say herbs and spices, but there's always people getting salty, pun intended, at me in my comment section. So
Herbs and spices are really high in antioxidants. When I first started trying to eat better and make more nutrient-dense meals, I noticed that so many recipes that I came across were like completely devoid of flavor. It'd be like chicken and sweet potato and green beans, and there would be no seasoning in the recipe. And honestly, this doesn't have to be the case. I feel like it's very important that you actually enjoy the food that you're eating. So practice and experiment and learn your favorite flavor combinations. A little time-saving hack that I've been doing for a little while now is creating my own spice mixes with my preferred ratios. So I have a breakfast spice mix which I like to put together because I can easily throw it in like oatmeal or pancakes or waffles or whatever I'm making, and just in one little jar put 6 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of cardamom, and 1 teaspoon of erythritol. And these flavors remind me a little bit of like apple pie spices. And look, you don't have to follow my ratio. You can edit the ratio to have it however you like.
For your own poultry seasoning, you can prepare a jar which has 2 tablespoons of thyme, 1 tablespoon of dried basil, 1 tablespoon of sage, a teaspoon of tarragon, a teaspoon of nutmeg, half a teaspoon of sea salt, and half a teaspoon of ground pepper. Or to save on some chopping and prep time, I like to have a little jar of pre-chopped garlic and onion, and this will store well for up to 10 days in the fridge.
You can find a whole bunch of easy recipes over on my blog, which is called Eat, Run, Lift, and that is hosted by Squarespace, and I would like to say a little thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace is an all-in-one website building platform, which I have been using for over 6 years now. That's a really long time. It's the easiest way that you can showcase your brand, band, portfolio, even your CV if you want to. They have an incredible 24/7 customer support team and the most streamlined blogging capabilities that I have ever used, which is why I initially swapped over to them in the first place. Squarespace also has really in-depth analytics, so you know exactly what it is that people want to see when they come to your website. But now they also have these new third-party extensions which you can connect to your site, and you can make the admin side of your business really simple. And to me, that's very important. I don't want to waste too much time on the admins. It just simplifies the whole process. And you can start a free trial with Squarespace today, see exactly why I like to use them, and then when you're ready to publish your site and set it live, use the code which I have linked in the description box, or the one which I've put on the screen, and that will give you 10% off your first purchase. Okay, let me shuffle over really quick, because if you would like some more healthy meal ideas, please click on the video which I've linked on the screen. And if you did enjoy this video in any way, I would appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up. I hope you're well, I hope you're looking after yourself, and I'll see you next time.